Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, and welcome to the second video of the Electric Air Mobility News site. And today, I just wanted to make sure you had a good weekend, and we're going to talk about just two little things that I really like about two little things, big pieces of news that I really liked that we caught this morning on eVTOL Insights. And the first one is about Joby, the second one is about Archer, and the third one is about Beta. And if you might have noticed, all three of them are the heavy hitters in the industry. What was really interesting, and you can go see on the 2nd of this month, Joby receives Part 145 maintenance certificate from the Federal Aviation Agency, or the FAA. This is really important because it really shows how the company is going forward and making sure that it is operational, but also it also says that it got its propulsion certificate plan also approved by the Federal Aviation Administration, not agency, FAA. So have a look at these two stories. I'll put them in the link below, and it shows you how Joby is also saying, "Hey, don't forget about us. We're still here, and we're happening." The other story is that if we talk about Joby, then we have to talk about Archer, because Archer is also the second runner-upper. I shouldn't say first and second. There's no such thing in this industry. And it also has received its Part 145 certificate from the FAA. So really almost like a tit for tat. You know, Joby says they have that, Archer says they have that, and it's all great news for all of us because, well, it means we'll be flying in eVTOLs sooner than later. Another company I've enjoyed watching also since pretty much day one is Beta Technologies, who has partnered with Bristow. And if you don't know Bristow, we'll talk a little bit more about Bristow to showcase its ALIA, its electric short takeoff and landing, or conventional and landing, takeoff and landing aircraft with Bristow. And that's going to happen in Louisiana. And I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce the name well, but Houma. And they're going to demonstrate how this works around the Gulf of Mexico. Interesting, lots of things we can do there. Also on eVTOL Insights.news. I thought it was very interesting to close this week and to have that for your weekend read, because it really means that the three are now not just saying, they're just like we predicted, right? 2024 is not going to be LOIs and MOUs. That's so passé. That's so last century. That's so last decade, right? Last year. So I think these big companies are now going to show that they are beyond the stage of MOUs and LOIs. They're actually working very hard to make sure that they are certifiable, that they have a certified path or road going forward. And so this is really actually very, very, very big news. And then the very last thing, just to keep this very short, this video is, have you seen what's behind me here? Here we go. I know I have a new black screen, by the way, and it's not really working super well. It's actually a blue screen. But this really cool, where are you? Really cool eVTOL here behind us is the SkyDrive SkyDrive SD05, also called the SkyDrive. And one of the things that I was very lucky to go with the SkyDrive team at the Paris Air Show and to announce this new dome-like configuration it has. And this was done to maximize the performance of the front and the rear rotors, especially when it takes off, so that there's not too much energy drawn in the back and less energies in the front. So this is actually brilliant work from the team. Among many other things, it's called the SD05. It'll be flying next year from Osaka International to the Convention Center. And guess what? Get in line behind me, because I will be on it, and I'm very excited to be on it. So stay tuned for more news next week, as we'll announce more coming up with SkyDrive and more coming up with this big project I'm still working on. Have some patience until I figure out how to do this background, because it really does not look super great, but content is much more important. So is the reflection on my eyes. I'll have to be careful about that going forward. Anyway, thank you for your kindness to watch this. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give us a like. put your comments in. That'll be great. We're looking for 100 first subscribers so we can change the name of the channel to something a little bit better. So if you get an email from me, please answer it and subscribe. Also, please go to our Patreon page. Very easy to find. It's patreon.com/electric air mobility. And stay tuned on LinkedIn, most likely also on Facebook for more news. In the meantime, have an amazing weekend, and then we'll talk to you very soon again.